Alright, so what you want to do here, click here, the plus, of course, you guys know that, but you want to go to Midi out. You're sending it out to the Chronos. Once you click that Midi out here, this window's going to pop up. And then put this to port 1. I'm going to just paste these notes right here so we could hear something. Coming out of Midi channel 2, but not port 2, channel 2, just because I made 2 Midi channels. You can have multiple Midi sending out one port, or split them up into various different ports or keyboards or MIDI devices. But anyway, both MIDI channels going into port 1. So now I'm gonna loop this sound. You can hear that sound. Alright, now I'm gonna change this piano. I'm gonna change the bank. You see it says bank right there? So we're gonna go back here to bank. We're gonna go back to bank and put that to 0. And when you put that on 0, it's armed and ready to change. So it hasn't changed yet, but it's armed and ready to change. So if I go here now and put that to 0, 0 is bank A. Right, you see this bank here, right? If you was to go to bank and change, see, I'm gonna change it, nothing happens. Nothing happens. I'm gonna change this one too. Nothing happens, right? See? Bank is still on bank A, nothing happens. What you have to do here is, I'm gonna zero this back out. What you wanna do first is, just set this to 1. You want to set bank to 0. And then after you set bank to 0, now you can change. So setting a patch on acoustic 1 and bank 00, port 1, channel 1, it mirrors the bank INT A on Chronos. Now, when I go here on this second bank column here, and then put it to 1, watch it change. But see what it changes? The bank. So it changes the bank. And how you would get to all 127 sounds in each bank via this patch column, you change the banks here. Let's go to 2. So we're gonna go to 0. We see that's bank A, 0. Let's go to 1. A, B, INT, bank B. Let's go to 2. INC, bank C. Let's go to 3. IAC bank 4. Let's go to 4. IAC bank. That's E. 5. That's F. 6. It went back to INT. It normally do this because it's gonna go to another bank. It does that with the MP, but it's gonna go to another bank. So at 6 it resets. And again, if you want to change it from, you see how right here it says 000. If you want to change that, you got to change that on the patches. But again, the names doesn't correspond with the Chronos, so don't expect that. I thought it did, but it don't. But you will want to change, so you got all 127, that's on the Chronos bank. So that's how you would access them here and change that. But when you change here, you're only changing the bank parameters, not the actual sound, you know? If you want to go through all 127 sounds in this particular bank, you would access it via patch. We on 6, so it's on bank INTA. Normally when it does that, it resets because it want to go to bank. Let's go to 7. Oh, it ain't do nothing. 8. Yup, 8. So 6 and 7 is like the dummy banks. Now we in user A. We not in INT bank no more. We in user bank. So we see we on user A. User A corresponds with channel 8 or bank 8 on the Fruity Loops. So let's go. See? So 9, user B. 10, user C. 11, user D. Pause. 12, user E. 13, user F. And user G for 14, 15. Now these are the double letters. User AA. That shit fire. User 16. It's user BB drums. 17. User CC. 18. User DD. 19. User EE. I guess these are the patches where you make your own. So let's go back to that. User FF. Yep, so you make your own. So user 21. GG. Yep, these are where you make your patches at. And then they go back to INTA at what's that, at 22. So that's how you send MIDI from Fruity Loops to the Chord Chronos.